Stevens, a sharpshooter in the Knights' last game. She had 19. Trying to focus to her. Grant has it inside the three-point arc. Dribbles to that elbow, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Stevens. Stevens driving lane with a right. Puts up a difficult shot and rattles it in. What a take by Niera Stevens, falling away, losing her balance, pressure all over, still found the bottom. 5.5 and ticking, first quarter. Try to kick to that corner, just did get it past. Edinburgh tips it loose. Edinburgh completes the steal, has a lane to the bucket, gives it up on a beautiful pass. Stevens completes it on the weekend, and a 6-5 Knights lead. Another lead exchange here in the first 3 minutes. Press on by Banta. Trying to get past her, Venazzo, kick to that wing. Dribble to that top, defended by Stevens. Got the screen, got a clear lane to the bucket, left it on the iron. Rebounded Hawley, creates the space, wide right. Banta has it hit off of her, scrap for the basketball. Ends up in Hawley's hands, who directly puts it through. Lead back up for the Lancers. Banta with the ball, says let's slow everything down in the half court. Over to Edinburgh, back to Harris now. They swing it from that perimeter, wing to wing. Get it back to the top in Banta. Edinburgh has a seam, has a look, put it through. Knock it down, shot Edinburgh. And like two heavyweights in an opening round of a main event match, exchanging early blows. First three by the Knights. Lead back for the Knights, 9-7. Lancers looking for a response from that far corner. Poletti drives the baseline. Beautiful give up in the lane. Little shy on the mark. Rebounded Banta. From Harris back to Banta now. Here come the Knights. And again, Hoban not rushing anything. Slows it down again. 2-point lead, 4 minutes expiring here in the first quarter. Quick passes from the Knights. Keeping it wings and perimeter. Mackenzie Grant goes to Devin Harris, passes up the three, steps in for the mid-range try, left it on back rim. Offensive board by Stevens, lost the handle, trying to get on top of it for a jump ball, whistle blown, and they say the jump ball was clinched. So with that jump ball, possession arrow was favoring Gilmour Academy, so the Lancers to inbound. Both teams send three into the backcourt, two staying in the front. Pressuring is Stevens on the ball handler, Finazzo. Stevens almost knocks it loose out of Finazzo's hands. Gets it to Helen Hawley, who gets a lane. Nice crossover behind her back. Switches to her right, tries to attack that baseline. Far fall away shot. And the Lancers tie it at 9. Trying to get a shot the other way. Whistle blown. Officials not quick to blow in the whistle as far as foul calls are concerned. It's out of bounds off of the Lancers. Last and Knights to inbound, 3:23. Quick inbound to that near wing. Banta attacks, floater off the glass, no good. Rebound into the hands of Finazzo. Quick pass in transition. Klein Raminski got the move to get free, couldn't complete it, but got the backup shot by Menotis to get the lead back for the Lancers. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Blink your eyes and you might miss something important. 11-9 right now, Gilmour Academy. Got the wing opportunity, left it on iron. Offensive board, second chance try. She says count it and one. Mackenzie Grant step into the line for the and one opportunity. Tied back up at 11. Both these teams like they were fired out of a cannon to start this game. Full speed ahead, full go, ready to put points up on the board. Quickly to double digits, 2:50 to go. First quarter of play, Knights back in front. Finazzo with Finley Kennedy, newly checked in on her defensively. Kennedy trying to pick up, got an open look. Kennedy picks up late, and it doesn't matter, putting it up, Menotis. Found her again, back-to-back buckets by Menotis, and the Lancers taste the lead once again. Handoff, kick out, Edinburgh. Doesn't want to go under a dribble now starts into it. Has to give it up, goes back to Banta. 2:20 in ticking first. Banta with Finazzo on her. Banta picks up the dribble as she got pushed in doing so. And the foul going to be addressed to Elena Klein-Raminski. Just the second on the Lancers, one the other way on the Knights. Not a lot of fouls, like we said, called in this first quarter at all. Banta going to be inbounding near sideline. On the Hoban-friendly side of the court, Knights, Banta, bounce pass to Kennedy, right back to Banta. Little over 2 minutes to play. That one tipped and out of bounds. So remark the inbound spot from one side of the court to the other. Now from the far side inbounding. Knights Niera Stevens looks to be doing so. Kathleen the Dream Jones checks in for Finley Kennedy off the bench. Knights possession, 2:07 and ticking first quarter. 13-12, Gilmour Academy in front. Niera Stevens got a lane to the bucket, the soft touch off the window, and the Knights get back in front. Try to run quickly there. Able to get the move. Finazzo with Stevens on her. Finazzo keeps that move, kicks to the corner. Helen Hawley, 3 attempt, no good. Too strong. Jones gets the board and forces the contact. They were doubling the Dream, and she says, get off of me. Minute 38, third foul called on the Lancers. 1 left to give for Gilmour Academy before bonus situation. New rule per OHSAA this year in high school basketball. 5 fouls in any quarter results in 2 free throw attempts. The 1-and-1 is done in OHSAA rules. Banta, 90 seconds and ticking first quarter. Mackenzie Grant makes a decision, got blocked in there as Hawley got her hand on it. Now she runs the floor. Hawley, coast to coast, left it shy. Got her own board, second chance try. Late foul called, she'll step to the line. 2 free throws coming up, no doubt for Helen Hawley. Second foul called on the Knights. Chance for Hawley to tie or take a lead here for the Lancers in the first. 76 seconds to go, opening quarter. Both these teams have had the lead a handful of times already. That one touches every part of iron, but can't fall through. Looking to make good on at least one of these attempts and tie the game back up. Hawley in the second attempt. Substitutions coming in for Gilmour Academy. I believe that is number 22, Kelsey O'Toole. That is checked in. Also, Tia Shaw, 5'5", junior guard, checking in for the Lancers as well. 3-point hot shooter as well for the Lancers. 14-14 all. Knights can't get it up and in. Rebounded by Gilmour Academy. Paletti with Grant on her defensively. Paletti goes to the top, kicks to the wing, drive in by O'Toole, lost the handle, and it's off the Knights last. A tick over a minute. 61 seconds, inbounding going to be Finazzo. No sheriff in town currently, a 14-14 tie. Finazzo, quick inbound to the near side block and a bucket. Lancers back up by 2. Puller with the ball now. Puller with Finazzo on her, tried to dish it somewhere, and a whistle blown. A foul called, I believe, on Gilmour Academy. And it is on Helen Hawley. That's foul number 5, so that should result in free throws, I believe. They say 5 on the board. Double check that, though, for sure. I thought we were at 3 unless one happened before. I don't know, is that 4 or 5 fouls? They say it is 5. Scoreboard is correct. Free throws coming out on the other side of this. Kathleen Jones steps to the line, 4-2, trailing by 2 with 45.2 to go. First one misses the mark. Jones will try to straighten it out, add a little elevation to the second. Second one does fall through, cuts that Knights deficit to just a point. 45.2 to go, first quarter. Back and forth has been an understatement. Finazzo with the ball, Puller on her defensively. 35 and ticking. Finazzo near that top, hands it off. Paletti in the lane, shot up by Shaw off the window, bank is open, lead to 3, Tia Shaw got the floater off the glass. Bounce pass, Puller gives it back up to Grant, 19 seconds and ticking, Grant kicks it out, wing 3 hoisted, can't find the bottom, rebound, tied up and ripped out by Helen Hawley. 10 and ticking, Gilmour Academy an opportunity. Looked at the 3, decided to drive to the lane, too strong, rebounded by Hawley, kicks it out, no shot in time. That'll do it here in the first. What an action-packed first 8 minutes of basketball here from Barry Gym at the castle of Archbishop Hoban High School. 18-5, the Lancers over the Knights after a quarter. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. We're back with a second quarter of action after that.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Holloway Insurance in Columbiana and Lisbon if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the start of the second quarter here on YSNLive.com at Archbishop Hoban High School in this matchup between the Archbishop Hoban Knights and the Gilmour Academy Lancers girls basketball teams. Gilmour Academy with the 18-15 edge after a quarter of play. Both these teams have tasted a lead, though, plenty of times in that opening quarter. Knights start off with the ball. Finley Kennedy goes into Stevens. Stevens creates some space, can't finish the shot. Poked loose from the back, jumped on by Mackenzie Grant, and a jump ball called on that weak end. Possession arrow favors the Lancers. So Gilmour Academy's Paletti going to inbound. Finazzo with Stevens guarding her. Goes to that far corner, hoisted from that wing corner area. Rebounded, though. It's a no jump ball called yet, and there it is. I was going to say, both teams looked like they were tied up for it for a second. Of course, the possession arrow was favoring the Knights. Two quick jump balls early on. Knights get possession back. Taylon Banta matched up with Finazzo. Banta takes it with her left. Deals to Grant, kick it out. Edinburgh passed up the shot, now into her dribble, into the lane, too strong off the window. Rebounded and kicked out. Finazzo goes all the way, and a whistle blown on the foul to Finazzo. 7:08 left to go in the second, and Finazzo will step to the line for two off of the shooting foul. Or no, excuse me, no shooting foul rather. Foul called on the floor. Or actually, no foul called at all, and they didn't even mark it. So it was just out of bounds. They'll take it anyway. Gilmour Academy will. Ellen Hawley splashes home a three out of the inbound pass and shoot. 6-point lead, largest of the game by either team. Banta tries to respond. She does. Near side corner, right back at you. That one through the hands of Edinburgh. And they say no touch by Edinburgh. Keep it with the Knights. Both teams with a three-point shot here in the second quarter. Banta over to Edinburgh. Had a look at the top, opted not to go for it. Far side wing, bounce pass out to Grant. Grant creates a lane, stop and pop from the elbow. Can't bank it home. Rebounded by O'Toole. Trying to get it to Duffy. Duffy goes over. Inside to Shaw, now to Hawley. Kick out to that wing, three-pointer up, in and out on that attempt, and a whistle blown. Hawley, little bit too much contact. Got the face of the hand caught in the cookie jar, but a little bit tied up there. You don't necessarily intend to, but in the going and scrapping for the basketball, sometimes you can catch an arm. And when you do that, officials have no choice but to whistle for the foul. It's Hoban basketball. They trail by 3, 2 ticks over 6 minutes in the first half. No pressure showed on this side of the court from the Lancers. They sit back in a half court. Pick up the ball handler. playing more of a man-to-man look defensively. Devin Harris into her dribble, has the edge, has the bucket and the foul. Devin Harris says, try to match my strength going up to the rack. And one try for Harris to try to tie it up at Blackjack 21. Short off front iron. Rebounded, though, by nobody. Jump ball called. Both Finley Kennedy as well as Cameron Patterson tied up for that basketball. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Lancers, so they got possession. .540. First half. Trying to avoid the over and back. Able to stay alive. Good job by Duffy. Scrap for the basketball came from the weekend. Edinburgh forces the jump ball and gets the possession back in the hands of the Knights. 4 jump balls now in the first 2.5 minutes of this second quarter. Both teams quick and scrappy to going for those loose balls. Edinburgh pries it out of the hands of Paletti. Has a lane baseline, had it tipped into the hands, though, of Banta. On that far corner, Banta brings it out to the top, swings over Edinburgh. Bounce pass inside, jumper up from Finley Kennedy, couldn't complete it. It's out of bounds off the Lancers last, and the Knights to inbound at 5:07. Here's Stevens back in for Hoban. Finley Kennedy going to inbound at that baseline. Checking, going the short way, almost lost the handle, right back out, three-pointer up, off the back rim, rebounded Devin Harris, single dribble try, and she'll get 2 instead at the line. With the foul called, she'll step to the stripe. Harris with a couple of points in the game already. She has 2 coming up. Finazzo got whistled for her second foul, 3rd on the Lancers in this second quarter. 1 left to give for Gilmour Academy. In and out for Harris. So the best she could hope for is a tie game at the stripe in this attempt. Second one does find its way home, and we're knotted up once again. Stevens pressing Finazzo. Finazzo gets past her, tries to kick to the corner. Kennedy kicks it out of bounds near the Knights bench. And going to have to inbound it are the Lancers right in front of Hoban's side. From that corner, kick to the wing. Finazzo on a nice move. It got tipped into the hands of one of the Knights, and a whistle blown on a lost shoe, too, as near Stevens lost the handle on it. And I believe the whistle was on Gilmour Academy, if I'm not mistaken. And it was. I think they whistled it on for Elena Klein-Raminski. They were marking a 4, too. I didn't see anything get marked up on the scoreboard. One of the officials blew the whistle for the foul. We're showing 4, and possession went to the Knights. So you can only assume that that was the call on the floor until we get a correction call. That's what we're going to go with. .435 first half. Look at Finazzo's moves. Oh, she gets clearance and kicks it all the way out through the hands, though, of Tia Shaw. Dangerous pass going from far corner to near wing, and it ends up in the crowd. As a whistle blown for the timeout taken on the floor. We're going to take one as well here on the network and be back after this. Out of this timeout, it's Hoban basketball, 4:20 and ticking first half. 21-21 all. Knights and Lancers of Gilmour Academy all tied up in this girls basketball Saturday night main event. That one got tipped. Mackenzie Grant couldn't clinch the rebound and able to stay alive that time. Paletti got it to Finazzo. Shaw steps into the wing, 3, too strong. Rebounded. Stevens runs the near sideline, tiptoes it. Oh, what a move. Stevens finishes coast to coast. And the Knights with the lead. Finazzo to Shaw, tried to go over top, tipped by Banta, off of the Knights' last, out of bounds. Lancers to inbound. Finazzo on that baseline, over the top. Manotas kicks to her left. Klein-Raminski now with it. Grant on her defensively. Klein-Raminski tries to back it down, stops up at that elbow, has to go somewhere, kicks out to Shaw. Shaw now into a dribble from the top, back to the wing, over to Klein-Raminski. Thought about the shot, kicked it that way. Over to Finazzo, now to Paletti. Paletti tries to get her way up with the shot attempt, but called for the travel and send it back to the Knights. Devin Harris in for Finley Kennedy. Devin Harris, far wing, back out to Banta. Gave it a look and decided to reset. 3 and ticking. Banta enter a dribble, hands it off Edinburgh. Edinburgh to Grant. Now inside Harris. Created a seam just for a second and took advantage. 4-point lead for Hoban. Run into the middle. Finazzo somehow got it to the corner. Extra pass and the whistle blown on the foul from 3. Almost a 4-point play for Klein-Raminski. She'll settle for 3 tries at the stripe. 2:34 first half. First foul on the Knights here in the second quarter of play. 4-point lead, chance to cut it to 1 though with 3 at the stripe for Klein-Raminski. First one though, a little wide. Second one too, a heartbreaker. Zoe Hodge checking in. For the Knights, Helen Hawley in for the Lancers, and that third attempt does go through. Makes this a 1-possession game. 25-22, Knights in front. Niera Stevens cuts it and got blocked by Helen Hawley. Right back into the hands of Stevens, who went out of bounds. Helen Hawley said, "Mail rejected." Lancers down by a possession with the ball through the hands of Gilmour Academy and back to the Knights. 2:22 in the second. Hoban basketball leading by 3. Zoe Hodge with it. Acting as the point guard, over to Edinburgh. Edinburgh now hands off back to Hodge. 2:07 and ticking. Hodge switches to her right, stops at the wing, kicks to Stevens, tried to go over top. Helen Hawley said, "You ain't getting it," to Devin. Runs the far sideline, switches to her left, gets to the baseline, finishes it with the contact. Helen Hawley, Miss Do-All for the Lancers, will step to the line to try to tie it at 25. Mackenzie Grant got whistled for it. Just the first foul on Grant. Second, though, overall on the Knights. Niera Stevens will check out. Finley Kennedy will check in, trying to double team it with Kennedy and Harris and try to thwart that height of Helen Hawley that has been a force in the rebounding department. She's got 10 and 7 right now in the first half. 10.7 rebound performance. Couldn't complete the and one. Hoban will hold on to a slim lead, 25-24. Finley Kennedy bounce it pass, and the floater left short. Kennedy gets the board back out, swing it to Edinburgh, find Devin Harris. Devin Harris runs the baseline off the glass. So good. If you give her the slightest bit of a lane, she will make good on it most of the time. Devin Harris again. A 3-point lead for the Knights. Under 90 seconds to go. Thought about the shot. Tia Shaw into her dribble. Switches to her left, brought the double, but a foul called, and it's the third on the Knights. 3 each way, both teams. At a minute 19, Devin Harris picked it up. First one on Harris. Harris with that bucket, now 7 on the day. 7 points, 3 rebounds for Harris, having herself a nice half. She's going to take a seat on the bench and get some rest. Paletti, nice switch, picked up by Grant. Paletti goes to that wing, gave it a look, now on the drive. Nice give up in the baseline, but lost the handle. Scrap for the basketball. They're able to kick it back out. Paletti tries to get to the baseline, back out to the wing. Thinking about the shot, they won't take it. Now they fire. Too strong, though, by Shaw. Rebounded, and a foul called on the Lancers as able to get the board, Edinburgh. And it's not one that's intentional, but if you're on the ground, you trip a player or two because you're on the ground. Officials have to call it to protect the safety and the health of these players. 54.3 first half. 27-24 Knights in front. Kathleen Jones kicks to Hodge, now to Grant. Quick pass, Kennedy in the corner. Left it wide right, missed the mark. 35 seconds and ticking. Paletti all the way, put it up high off the glass. Edinburgh tries to respond. No whistle called as it's out of bounds. Back to the Lancers. 25.3, Edinburgh a little slow to get up. One-point game. Lancers looking to inbound. Go the short way to Finazzo. Finazzo, far sideline, almost lost the handle, jumping all over at Edinburgh, and a jump ball was called. However, it is Lancer basketball with the possession arrow favoring Gilmour Academy. $14.3, almost taken away. Finazzo with it, 12 and ticking. 8 and ticking. Finazzo gets the lane, swings it to the corner, extra pass to the top. Hoban covered it nicely. 2 and ticking. Baseline, give up, and they drip it in for the lead before the half. Able to find the bucket that time, Maddie Menotis before the buzzer, and it's a 28-27 Lancer lead going into the half. Still anybody's game, though, as we got a 10-minute intermission in between halves. We will thank all of our sponsors that bring games like tonight to your homes absolutely free of charge. So as we thank our sponsors during our halftime break, don't worry, folks. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter after this halftime here on ysnlive.com. Don't go.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Welcome to the Bunker and Double Bogies, the area's largest indoor entertainment destination. Our 2 bars, 3 dining rooms, and 2 private event rooms offer lunch and dinner, daily happy hour specials, and live entertainment to keep the party going. And with 50-plus courses, soccer, zombie golf, and carnival games, our 10 simulator bays offer fun for everyone. Date nights, private parties, family time. At the Bunker and Double Bogies.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
Going the extra mile means doing more for the people who matter most to you. It's how you take care of your family and how you care for yourself. How hard you work on the job and how hard you play with others. How you help the person next to you and the people who need you. At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know going the extra mile is about more than what we do at our dealership. It's what you do after you leave.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Versetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are two of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
21 News delivers the news as it happens. using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
De-stress, de-ache, detoxify after a long, stressful day. Calm your mind, relax your body. You deserve it. With prices starting as low as $89 per month, anyone can afford the spa or sauna of their dreams at Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs.
Burnett Pools, we've got it all.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINX.com or find us on Facebook.
A doctor you can rely on, the customized care you've been looking for. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our primary care services were created with true, whole person healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian
Hi,
Health.
I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Tiger's got 152 yards. Should be just a nice, comfortable 9-iron for him. They're going to go nuts when he hits this thing.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
We all come to Archbishop Hoban High School with our own unique experiences, with our own story. We come to Hoban and become the best possible versions of ourselves. We are the light of the world. We are Hoban.
Folks, we're back here with the start of the second half between the Gilmour Academy Lancers and the Archbishop Hoban Knights girls basketball teams. Hello, everybody. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com. Back with the call of all the action with this second half between the 3rd-ranked team in the state of Ohio, the Archbishop Hoban Knights, and the 8th-ranked team in the state of Ohio, the Gilmour Academy Lancers. Both these teams, a lot of success in the last decade or so. Knights trying to open up with the bucket. Grant can't get it. Harris can't secure it out of bounds off of her hands last. 5-time district champions for Gilmour Academy. They had 3 regional championships from 2016 to 2018. State runners-up in 2018. They were state champions in 2017. Meanwhile, 4-time district championships for the Knights, 4 in a row, starting back in 2020 and going into last year, 2023. They're actually searching for 5 in a row as a bucket for Helen Holly to start. Also, a regional championship and a state title appearance in 2021 for Hoban. And they say right back at you with a bucket of their own. Both these teams so close to one another in that first half. Multiple lead exchanges. It just seems like neither team can separate from one another much. Beautiful bounce pass. Taylon Banta says thank you. The feed from Devin Harris. Give her the assist. Bucket to Banta. Knights with the lead. Klein Raminski finds Letty. Now that extra pass goes outside. Klein Raminski worked a ton off ball. Couldn't find the net though. Nara Stevens gives it up. Banta sets her feet, fires, puts it up and in. Taylon Banta. Feeling icy right now. A stone cold 3 from the wing. 6.5. Bounce pass in the lane. Bounces off of a few players, both the Knights and the Lancers. They say it last went off of Maddie Menotis of Gilmour Academy. So give it back to Hoban. Hoban, after allowing the first bucket to the Lancers, has come out with some quick points of their own. Back up by 4. Banta to Stevens. Swing to Edinburgh, now over to Banta. Banta takes that screen, finds Edinburgh. Look to sidestep it. Dish back, Banta. Nice little crossover move. Finazzo on her defensively. Little back and forth pass and give it back up to Banta. Banta will take it from the wing, kick to the top, swing it over to Edinburgh. Inside to Grant. Right back to Banta. Banta got the mismatch, got the pass off. Stevens with the 3. The foul came in late, and Finazzo can't believe it, but a good amount of contact did occur on the shot. Question is, was a foot on the line? No, it was not. It's a 3. 3 free throws coming up for Nara Stevens. Stevens on the day. 10 points already for Hoban. And a chance to add some more. Chance to go up by as much as 3 possessions. She has a good trip to the line. First one will fall flush with the net. Second one, good as well. So Stevens, successful trip to the stripe so far. She's up to 12. 12 points, 3 rebounds, and no fouls yet on Stevens. So playing a clean defensive game so far as well. And also clean at the stripe. 3 straight free throws and a 7-point game. Those are the things coaches talk about all the time. If you can make those type of free throws, make the free throws in the big-time situations, how much they could separate yourself from your opponent. A little bit of a push occurred by one of the Knights. 1 foul each way, each team. 5:43 left in the third. Finazzo with Banta on her. Good defense by Banta. They get it over to Menotis. Menotis has been putting up points in rapid fashion as well. Finazzo tries to go back to Holly. Nice pass to the corner. Paletti can't fire it through. They get it back to Paletti. Swing it over. Finazzo, top of the key. 3 is good. That's what the doctor ordered. Lancers needed that. They got a bucket. And another one of the Knights losing hold of the shoe. You got to tighten up them laces. 5-11, inbound to Hoban. Hoban by 4, but a big 3. That time from Finazzo. Cut it back to just 4 points. That's a turnover. Trying to complete it, able to do so. Finazzo got it back, kick to Klein Raminski. Extra pass. Menotis travels, though. Working a little too fast were the Lancers that time. Thought about driving to the lane before getting the ball and got caught up in between steps. 4:50 and ticking. Whistle blown on this end of the court, and it's a timeout called from Coach Davis and the Archbishop Hoban Knights. 4:44 left in the third. We'll take a timeout as well here on the network.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on, call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Out of the Hoban timeout, 4:44 left to go in the third. Hello, everybody. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com. The call of all the action in this very fun main event of the third annual Hoban Holiday Hoops Classic. Or annual Hoop Fest, rather. I got South Range on my mind. That's the Holiday Hoops Classic. This is the annual Hoop Fest for the Hoban Knights, as Hoban leading by 4, able to recover a possession. Stevens tried to bounce it into the lane instead of kick ball. Out of bounds off of the Lancers last. Keep it with the Knights. Edinburgh looks to inbound. Both teams have had to lead more than a handful of times in this contest. Banta finds Harris. Oh, nice move from Harris. She couldn't finish. Able to tip it loose, though, into the hands of Edinburgh. She can't finish. Tie up for the basketball. It's a jump ball. As Gilmour Academy will have possession, with the arrow favoring them out of that jump ball. Tried to go to Klein Rominski, has to go the other way to Hawley. As whistle blown and a traveling violation called on Helen Hawley. Good defense that time, applied by Mackenzie Grant. Traveling violation turnover, now back to Hoban. Friendly side of the court for the Knights. On the inbound, it's Stevens. Stevens, baseline, goes to Harris. Swing it out to Banta. Banta over the top to Edinburgh. Edinburgh on a drive, found the lane, left it shy. Got the space out to Banta. Try it again, can't splash home the 3. Harris says, I got your back, though. Clean it up, offensive board and some second chance points. And Harris has 9. Anazo gives it up. Oh, the block from the back. The double team sends her to the ground. Out to Klein Rominski, who puts it in, finding a lane. Neither team ever gives up on an offensive opportunity. Always so determined to get to that bucket and get some points on the board. Under 3.5 in the third. Stevens cleared some space, tried to pass to Grant, and it ends up on the stage of the Knights, out of bounds, off of the Lancers last. They tipped it, so the inbound coming from Edinburgh. Edinburgh on that baseline. Goes over the top to Banta. Far side wing, off the screen. Banta stops and pops. Free throw line try, and the whistle from the back. Shooting foul variety. 2 free throws coming up for Banta. Second overall on Gilmour Academy here in the third. Banta on the game, 8 points, 3 rebounds. She steps to the line for 2 more. Both these teams have actually done a really good job of playing defense without being fouled. And also, credit to the officiating crew today. Not too quick to blow the whistles on contact in this one. As Banta can't find the first one, will look to make good at least one. Substitutions coming in. That's Mayana Pooler. That's back in for the Knights. Finley Kennedy as well. Rebound by Helen Hawley. Empty trip that time for the Knights. Helen Hawley trying to go the distance. Kicks out to Paletti. Runs the baseline. Opposite floor pass out to Klein Rominski. Rominski finds a lane, but too strong off the window. Pooler tries to kick it out. Tipped by Helen Hawley. Jumping on the ball, and somehow the Knights get a hold of it. Mackenzie Grant tries to get it out. It gets into the hands of Stevens, and somehow after all that, it's Knights basketball. 2:50 left in the third. What a crazy sequence that was. Banta goes to Kennedy. Finley Kennedy avoids the contact, puts up the shot, left it shy, got her own board, tried to save it, stepped out of bounds, back to the Lancers. Gilmour Academy to get the ball back, 2:39. Both these teams undefeated, 4-0 Knights, 3-0 Lancers. Someone's getting their first mark in that loss column today. Turnover off the Lancers, back to the Knights. Mackenzie Edinburgh has checked back in. Iona Pooler checking out. Tia Shaw in for the Lancers as well, the sharpshooter. 2:36, third quarter inbound. Banta goes to Grant, finds the corner. Nice drive by Stevens, but the block by Helen Hawley on the denial on that baseline. Give up to Hawley, now to that corner, Shaw back to Hawley. 2:05 and ticking, third quarter of play. Helen Hawley, as they brought the double, tried to get it off of Hawley. She got that board back, kick it out, open look, Paletti can't get it home. Offensive board, and the second chance bucket is through by Duffy. 2-point game. Under 2 to play in the third. Stevens to Edinburgh, extra pass, Banta fakes the corner three, drives in, left it on the rim, tipped out. Grant able to save it out to Kennedy. Stevens has it, kick to the corner. Banta passes up the three. Cross-court pass off the hands of Edinburgh, and back to the Lancers. Over a minute, into the hands of Banta. Edinburgh has it. Picked up the dribble, kick over to Grant. Mackenzie Grant goes to Kennedy. Finley Kennedy able to get her dribble back, couldn't finish the shot. Rebounded, though, by the Lancers as Duffy got a hold of it. 60 seconds to go. Helen Hawley has it, 4-on-4 on this side of the court. Left that shot short into the hands of Paletti. Kick to Tia Shaw, open three, can't find home. Rebound, though, by Paletti. Shot attempt off the glass, no good. Another offensive board, another try for the Lancers. Step in, two for Shaw, can't get it. Rebound by Finley Kennedy, and it's a jump ball. Should be Knights basketball, and it is, as the possession arrow favors Hoban. Credit the Lancers for getting a ridiculous amount of offensive boards, but credit that Hoban defense for standing strong and fortifying that rim. 36.6 Hoban still manages to keep the lead after, 5 shot attempts at the bucket? Devin Harris to check back in. Impressive defense from both teams. Both the Lancers and the Knights been able to create multiple turnovers all game long, really making offensive life difficult for both teams because of how good the defense has played. Under 30 seconds to go. Third quarter, Knights with a slim 2-point lead. Devin Harris trying to double it. She will. And she'll add some more after it, too, with the and one try. And the foul that time addressed to Patterson. Knights by 4. Devin Harris to the line. She's got 11 now. Iona Pooler back in for the Knights. Banta out, 22.4 to go in the third. Harris can't put it in. Offensive board, second chance try, no good. Rebounded Paletti. Paletti able to get it out. Press is on, though, from the Knights defense. Trying to avoid them getting it across the half court, they do. Bounce pass almost stolen away, gave up a lane to the baseline. Offensive foul. Pooler had her feet set to draw the charge. What timing, 7.2, back to the Knights. Poehler to bring it up. 5 and ticking. Edinburgh has it. Bounce pass. Finley Kennedy gives it up. Poehler with a shot. Can't find home. A 4-point lead for the Knights after 3 quarters of play. Both these teams have had plenty of leads on one another. We got a final 8 minutes to go here from Barry Gym at the castle of Archbishop Hoban High School. It's the Knights 41, the Lancers 37. Fourth quarter after this on YSN Live.
High-res Futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Several strong bands of lake effect snow.
Some freeze warnings, most of those up until around 10 o'clock this morning.
If you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to our Boardman location and pregame with us with dollar beers starting at 3 p.m. Also want to stay and watch the game? We'll have it live for you. That's Coca's Pizza Boardman. We serve it hot.
Rolling back here into the fourth quarter at Barry Gym at the castle of Archbishop Hoban High School. The Knights with a 41-37 lead here in the fourth. And a game that has been the definition of a back-and-forth battle. Lancers start with the ball. Deficit of 4. Trying to get on the board early here in the final frame. It's knocked out of bounds off of Banta last. Keep it with the Lancers. Katie Paletti inbounds into Duffy. Duffy out to Shaw. Tia Shaw from that top. Picked up her dribble. Has to go somewhere with it. Tried to give it up in transition. Very dangerous, walking that half-court line, keeping it alive, going to the baseline, stopping up, kicking out to Paletti. Paletti now has a whistle blown on the Knights, giving a little bit of a forearm check. As Edinburgh, 31 seconds into the fourth, first foul addressed, and it's to Hoban. The inbound will come right in front of that Lancers bench. Paletti to do so. Right back to Paletti on the wing. Far side wing to baseline. Somehow got it into Hawley. Spin move, but the whistle blown as Mackenzie Grant gets called for the foul. Very close, but just did get a piece of the arm as Helen Hawley will step to the line for 2 tries. Can cut this deficit to just a bucket. First one is good, making this a 1-possession game once again. Second one off the front rim, tipped off the Knights, and they keep it. Devin Harris running the far sideline. Pass over to Banta. 7:15, fourth quarter of play. Knights by 3 with the ball. Banta to Edinburgh. Edinburgh looking at Grant at the baseline, gives it back up to Banta. They swing the other way. Stevens back to Banta. Banta full speed ahead, kicks over to Harris. Harris stops and pops, leaves it well short. Stevens gets the difficult try to fall through. Back up by 5. 6:45, Mackenzie Grant almost knocked it out of the hands of Helen Hawley. Good defense. Hawley, though, creates some space, gets to the other side of the court, picked up her dribble. Hawley has to go somewhere. Trap in on Paletti at the baseline. They kick it back out, find the open look, and Shaw into her drive, goes nowhere, out of bounds, and they say tipped off the Knights. Coach Davis saying no way. Inbounding Paletti. Finazzo has checked back in for Duffy. And Celia Duffy. Checking out. Finazzo with the ball. Goes to Shaw. Shaw over to Paletti. Paletti back to Finazzo. Finazzo to Shaw. The corner try. Put it through. 2-point game. Knights say slow everything down. 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Taylon Banta, sophomore point guard. Kicks over to Edinburgh again. Knights go to the middle, and Stevens, free throw line try. Baseline, no good. Helen Hawley gets the board. Hawley runs the floor. Hawley got stripped, lost the handle, able to regain it on the near corner. Gave it back up to that corner. Shaw lost the handle, keeps it from going in the half court. Tied up, it's a jump ball, and it should be Hoban basketball it is. Knights able to create another possession opportunity. Leading by 2, no inbound from the near sideline. A little bit closer on their side, Edinburgh. Stevens goes to Edinburgh, swing over to Banta, over the top, alley-oop try, Stevens puts it in. Near Stevens got the lob pass and a whistle blown as Stevens losing the handle on the shoe. It seems like Lancer fans are asking for Hoban to order all their shoe sizes a half size smaller for the next shipment. That's the third lost shoe, I guess, if you're counting that in the stat book for the Knights in this one. 5:03, fourth quarter, 4-point lead for Hoban. Gilmour Academy to inbound. And a whistle blown, and they say foul on the Knights. Devin Harris gets whistled for it. And for the Knights, dangerous as 3 fouls now on Hoban. 1 left to give for them before the bonus, and whistle blown again. Grabbing a hold of the shirt, they say. Edinburgh gets whistled for it. Last one to give for the Knights. Next one puts the Lancers in the bonus. Plenty of time, too, for them to make up some points at the stripe. Paletti inbounds to Finazzo, able to get the steal for a second. Now into the hands of Banta. Put it up. Couldn't get the shot to fall through, but some free throws coming up for Banta. The Lancers just having some issues taking care of the basketball here in the fourth. And it haunts them once again as they'll send Banta to the stripe for 2. First one, good from Banta. Splash it home. 5-point lead back for Hoban. Make it a 6-point lead. Beautiful free throw shooting by Banta. We're a little under 5 to play at 4:58. Press on by the Knights. Helen Hawley trying to bring it up with Grant on her defensively. Hawley dishes it in, almost lost it out of bounds, trying to save it into the hands of Stevens. Another turnover from Hoban. Weak side, Devin Harris to the rack. Lead is 8. Lancers need a timeout. They call a full one at 4:40. We'll take one as well and be back after this.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
We're coming out of a timeout from the Gilmour Academy Lancers at 4:40 in this fourth quarter. 49-41, an 8-point advantage for the Archbishop Hoban Knights here in the fourth. Lancers basketball as the press on once again for the Knights defense. Finazzo has it. Stevens on her. Shaw with it at the top. Shaw tries to go over to the wing, and Klein Rominski got stripped by Stevens. Another turnover created by Knights defense. Stevens goes all the way, kicks it out, swing it to the corner. Edinburgh sidesteps, fires, can't put it through. Rebound by Hawley. Helen Hawley with the ball. Trying to hand it off, able to get it to Finazzo, who crosses the half court. Find the corner, Poletti, three, no good. Rebounded Grant. And a whistle blown. They brought the double, and Helen Hawley claiming it. And that the foul on Hawley. Just the second on her. Hawley with the double-double in this game. 13 points, 11 rebounds for the star post player of Gilmour Academy. Hawley, a senior, 6'1", out of Willoughby, Ohio, from Notre Dame Elementary, her middle school program. Hoban with an 8-point lead. Time not on a Gilmour Academy's side. Knights trying to get an extra bucket. Devin Harris will give it to him and extend that lead to double digits. Three and a half to go in the fourth. Rolling in, loss of the handle, but it was because of a foul called. And Banta got whistled for the push. That puts the Lancers at 5 now, or puts the Knights, at 5, putting the Lancers at the free throw line as they are now in the bonus. As Elena Klein-Rominski, the junior from Novelty, Ohio, step into the stripe for two. Klein-Rominski, 3 points on the day for the Lancers already. First one good. Free throws critical for the Lancers here in the fourth. Now that they're in the bonus, they can make up this deficit and stop the clock simultaneously if they can draw those fouls. Back down to an 8-point game. Taylon Banta and company in no hurry to get anything rolling. Banta, nice crossover move. Kick to the corner. Open look. Edinburgh on the way. Left it short. Followed her shot. Got her own rebound. Edinburgh back out to Banta. 3 and ticking here in the game. 8-point lead for the Knights. Banta, shake and bake on Hawley, goes to Grant. Mackenzie Grant, single dribble, almost lost the handle, back to Stevens, into the hands of Hawley. Banta takes her one-on-one, puts the shot up, couldn't finish it, tried to get the board into the hands of Poletti. Now kick it out, Klein-Rominski has a lane, left it wide to the right, gets her own board, kicks it out, corner try, Tia Shaw too strong, tipped, and whistle blown. They send it back to the Knights. As stepping out of bounds before tipping it back into the field of play. Poletti, they say, at 2:31. We're under 2.5 to go. Knights by 8. Edinburgh on that wing. Tries to get it to Banta, cut off and taken away. Hawley able to get it loose. Banta takes it right back. A block, a steal, somewhere in between. Either way, she says, give it to me. Edinburgh can't fire it home. Hawley tips it out, saves it to Banta. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Banta trying to go shake and bake on Finazzo, kicks back to Edinburgh. No hurry, making the Lancers come to them. Edinburgh picks it up back to Banta, and prior to a timeout called by Coach Davis, and she wants to go over how she's going to run this sub 2 minutes of this fourth quarter with an 8-point lead. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. We're back after this.
Game days are a big deal at Giangelo's. Draft and bucket specials, pizza and wing specials all day long. 120-inch TV to watch all your teams on the NFL Network, only at Giangelo's.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
We sell taste one bite at a time at Belleria. Bite into a taste sensation. Bite into a taste delight. Funny combination, one bite at a time till it's out of sight. We sell taste one bite at a time at Belleria.
It's the fourth quarter with 1:50 to go. Knights leading 51-43, an 8-point advantage with the ball as well. As it's going to be Edinburgh inbounding for Hoban right in front of their bench on the sideline. Go to Stevens, feed to Banta. Banta with Helen Hawley on her, kicks back to Stevens, right back to Banta. Banta tries to go to Harris, and Harris able to get a hold of it, and a foul called on Klein Raminski, the third on the Lancers, leaving them with just one to give before the Knights are in that bonus. Edinburgh to inbound, over the top to Banta. From the Knights logo, back to Banta. And that half-court circle, Banta tried to get it to Stevens, tipped. Stevens goes to the baseline. Harris lost the handle. Edinburgh got it back. And the Knights rather reset and burn some time rather than go for the shot. Harris tries it. Got blocked and denied by Helen Hawley. Prying it loose. 75 seconds and ticking. Hawley, beautiful bounce pass. Splitting the defense. Got it back. Got the whistle blown on the attempt at 70 seconds exactly. Helen Hawley goes to the line for two. Can cut this game to 6. First shot up and through. Lancers need as many free throws as they can get. Hawley, 14 points, 12 rebounds in this game. Can't get the second attempt to fall through. Lancers get the board. Another opportunity for Gilmour Academy. Klein Raminski, bounce pass, almost a loss of the handle. Swing it out, found a look. Finazzo can't sink it. Rebound, though, by the Lancers. Again, try, can't find it. Off of Devin Harris, and Gilmour Academy gets it back at 49.2. Finazzo, 2 good looks. The three-point shot just not on the side of the Lancers. They've created multiple open looks in this contest. Give it up, just want one to fall three. Paletti left that one off the side iron. It's tipped out of bounds, and they send it. Keep it with Gilmour Academy. 40.8. Wet spot on the floor. One of the officials going to tend to that. Don't want any kind of injuries or any kind of tripping hazards on that floor, too. It's been heavily used today. 8 games that started all the way back at 9 this morning that have occurred here from teams all over, from PA, Illinois, out in Toledo, part of Ohio. To that top, Finazzo has it. Lancers need to get a shot up quick, trying to preserve time for later in it, as that one lost the handle, as Helen Hawley couldn't get a handle on it. It'll pass a little bit wide, and 31.6. Give it back to Hoban. Calls for a timeout on the floor from Gilmour Academy, and we'll take one of our last ones as well here on the network.
Local teams are heating up the hardwoods, and you can keep up with all the action on and off the court with Five Guys Hoop News all season long on 21 Sports.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% saved, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree.
We got an inbound coming up for the Knights. They get it into Banta. Banta has to go somewhere, tries to get to the middle, and a collision towards that middle between Stevens and Helen Hawley, as Near Stevens just putting her body on the line. And I believe the whistle on the floor is saying it's Hoban basketball, and that is the case at 25.3. Inbounding going to be Edinburgh. Goes to Banta. Banta tries to go over top to Grant. It's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to send it back to the Lancers. Folks, that's what you call a courtesy call, too. Maybe shouldn't have given the ball originally to Hoban. That's the official's way of fixing things, and that old adage of ball don't lie coming back to reality. Lancers need a bucket. 10 seconds and ticking. Eye up a three. Shaw can't complete it. Stevens puts it in the air. Edinburgh holds on to it. No pressure by the Lancers as the Archbishop Hoban Knights walk out of here with a 51-44 win over the Gilmour Academy Lancers, hanging the first loss on Gilmour Academy's season this year, as they are now 3-1 on the season. 5-0 start for the Archbishop Hoban Knights, as this win will take them into tomorrow's game, where they will be playing Toledo Central Catholic in the main event of the wrap-up of this 3rd annual Hoban Hoop Fest here from Archbishop Hoban High School. Next game slated for Gilmour Academy is actually going to be against the Lyndhurst Brush Arcs. That's slated for December 20th. The Arcs, last we checked, were also undefeated 4-0 coming into today, so it should be a fun one between those two programs. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of high school basketball on ysnlive.com. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who was able, with his work in Bobseen Park Baseball, YSU Football, and ysnlive.com, with the many hats that Mr. Leslie wears, we thank him for each and every single one of them. And most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and communities. You guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about. And so we thank you. If you were tuning in from the Gates Mills area supporting Gilmour Academy, maybe getting your first taste of ysnlive.com, we want to thank you for your support. Hope you enjoyed the ride, and want to remind you that YSN Live is a completely free service to schools. So if you want to find out how to get YSN Live involved at your school, you can email us, in fact, at info@ysnlive.com. That is info@ysnlive.com. Or if you're right here in the Akron community supporting your Archbishop Hoban Knights, we want to thank you for your continued and constant support of not only Archbishop Hoban Athletics, but also ysnlive.com, or wherever you may be in the sport of high school basketball. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.